Welcome to the Book Buzz Show with Cheryl, where we dive into the captivating world of books. Here at the Book Buzz Show, we encourage you to make your pages turn with joy and immerse yourself in a magical literary experience. Enjoy the show. Welcome to the Book Buzz Show with Cheryl, where we dive into the captivating world of books. Here at the Book Buzz Show, we encourage you to make your pages turn with joy and immerse yourself in a magical literary experience. Enjoy the show.
Hello, and welcome to the Book Buzz Show. I am your host, Cheryl Brooks. And if you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. If you enjoy the upcoming show, please like, follow, and subscribe the show on all platforms. In this episode in particular, if you enjoy the show, please make sure to like it. It'll help the show get noticed. So that would be much appreciated. Also, stick around for our second segment where we do our weekly highlights we share with other book lovers. So be sure to stick around for that. During the first segment, however, I'm excited to have this upcoming guest on tonight. It's her first time on the show. And the book that we'll be discussing today is Shopping for Christmas by Pat Simmons. And it is on the screen, the book cover for those who are watching. For those who are listening later, again, that's Shopping for Christmas by Pat Simmons. Love this cover too. It's very festive. You know, I love a good cover. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on tonight's guest along with my co-host this evening, Shavonna Futrell. Let me get them on. Welcome, Pat Simmons, to the show.
Thank you. I'm so honored. My peoples.
Right. All right. It looks like we have a few people in the audience. Hi, Myra. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Tony. Miss Tony, how you doing? Let's see.
I see 2 on Instagram.
Hello, Katina. I can't see the other one on there. Instagram doesn't show in the main feed, so we'll keep an eye over there as well. All right, so we'll get right into it. Okay, since this is your first time, Pat, on the show, can you tell us a little bit about your professional writing journey, how you got started, you know, how the idea that you formed in your head went from the idea in your head to you actually publishing your first book?
You know, I can go to the left or I can go to the right with an answer. It really short. I have some friends that they're like my own family, and I call him my play dad. He passed away, so I stayed back at the house. And you know how you man the house when people go to the burial and stuff like that.
Right.
And while we're waiting for everyone else to come. So of course, you know, you probably don't believe this, that I could do this. I'm entertaining them with telling a story that was just in my head. And I mean, I had them going while we're waiting for everyone else to come back to the house, and they thought it was a true story. And someone said, girl, you could really write that. So, you know, I'm thinking, oh, well, maybe I can. But also I did radio for so many years, and I had the opportunity to interview like Rochelle Ayers, Frances Ray, Brenda Jackson.
Okay.
And, you know, I mean, those were the ladies back there that knew how to write a romance. And, you know, I'm thinking I could do that. Well, it's more than just saying I could do that. So that's how I really got started. I love romance, but I always tell people, I want to give you something that you can read on Saturday and go to church on Sunday guilt-free, that, you know, the pastor's not doing an altar call and that those bedroom images are coming in your head. So I just like to give the romance and to give the inspiration. and just have a feel good story.
So you always knew from the beginning that you wanted to write Christian romance. Is that the genre that you're in?
Yes, yes.
For
I,
those
I
who are new to you.
Right. Yes. I write Christian romance, which can be intense because I have to bring it. I have to bring the visuals. I have to bring the emotions. Let me just say, I have a series called The Jameson Legacy. Everybody wants them a Jameson man. Everybody wants,
Okay.
they want a Jameson man next door. They want to have a family game night with the Jamesons. So I love my Jamesons. For me, I've written 14 books and they're real. I mean, I know their character. I know what they will do. I know what they will say. I know how they would react. They would never be out of character because everybody knows how Park is going to act, how Malcolm is going to act. And now we're doing the next generation. So yeah, I always wanted to write Christian romance. I wanted to write the romance
Hmm.
because so many of them, you know, they're falling in bed and it's not the romance, it's sex. But I wanted to show romance if there's a problem. And in Shopping for Christmas, I attempted to do that in a very short story. And I apologize upfront because it is a short story, but I had so many writing deadlines this year that I knew there was just no way I could write anything bigger than 35,000 words. I just knew, or there would not be a Christmas story. I just knew. I just knew. So I just wanted a feel good story to give to everybody.
And I think you accomplished that. I enjoyed the read.
Thank you.
Um, Something else I like to ask the authors, for those who are new to writing or aspiring writers, what advice would you give to somebody just starting out?
Oh, don't quit your day job. Um, you know, there is just so much, and I would tell them, as I was told, to read, to read, to read. And you study other authors, you get to say, "Ooh, I was expecting this, or I wouldn't have did it this way." But I would read, and then I would go to conferences where there's workshops. I mean, I you cannot downplay the importance of a conference. I was just exchanging a text with a fellow author and told her, "Oh, I miss the days at RT Book Lovers. The conferences are when you come together with the readers, it's where the editors are, the agents are, the workshops, and you build those relationships." And I actually got a book deal, a verbal book deal
Hmm.
from an editor that knew me from RT years ago. This was years ago. And
Okay.
and she the publisher doesn't do Christian romance. And I'm like, you know, I write Christian romance, right? But and so I do a 3-book series with them, and they called it Inspirational Women's Fiction, which is fine because Jennifer
Hmm.
Steele shows up.
Right.
So that's fine, but building relationships at conferences. So, you know, and willing to invest the money for editing, for cover, for promotion, and you really stretch yourself thin. But I have just come to the conclusion to do the best I can.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do.
Mhm.
Frances is saying she loves your prayers in the book and that he
Oh,
prayed for her.
mhm.
Yeah, yeah. We'll get into the book in a minute, but yeah, I love that too. And Myra is saying it was a great story.
Oh, thank you, Mara. That's my
Mhm.
friend. That's my friend. Thank you.
Okay, so this is something that I started doing with the romance authors who come on the show.
Okay.
Um, a little fun, in this,
Okay.
just to see what the perspective is of the authors. Okay, so what's a favorite romantic gesture made by one of your characters that stands out to you?
Is it in this book or just any?
In general, yep. Anything that.
I mean, you know, I took a count. I have 55 books, which I didn't know, but I can go to so many of my books and say, oh, I like an Accomplices of Love, when the hero cannot be there for his lady, but he gonna protect his woman. Even if he has to call family in different states, he gonna protect his woman. And so I like that about my characters is if they can't be there, they gonna send someone
They
there.
make sure somebody is
They
there.
gonna- and that's them Jamesons. Them Jamesons take care of their women, and there's gonna even be a spinoff series of the Jamesons. So there's more hunks coming. But I like my men to pray for the women. I like my men to show up and show they care. And to me, that's the most romantic scene, is showing they care. And that could be from sending a letter in the mail, showing up with flowers, texting throughout the day, you're sick. I mean,
Right.
that is the most romance, is showing the women that they are interested in, they care.
I agree with that. I love that. I was looking at the comments. Myra said she met you at CBLR.
Yes, and been friends ever since. Been friends ever since. Yes.
Now,
yes.
what's the first book in the Jameson series? I'm gonna have to check it out.
The first book is Guilty of Love. It's let's see. I got it. I do have it. Yeah. Guilty of Love was my very first book. And I have to say that I had no idea what I was getting into. And it started off, my character had an abortion. I did not want to go heavy duty. I didn't want to be pointing fingers. I didn't want to be preaching. I didn't want that. I didn't want to write about it. But the Lord just let me know that if you don't write what I give you, how do you expect me to bless what you do write? And so it's an emotional journey, not to point fingers on whatever side you're on,
Right.
but to show my character's emotion, which could be about anything. But the subject was kind of heavy duty, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to go this deep. So then Grandma BB comes on the scene. And she just provided my comic relief. And I just feel like my personality is just Grandma BB.
Okay.
I just, just them snappy things, and, just experiences, the two-tone shoes. And I remember when I moved to our house, when Carrie and I first got married, I'm losing a sock. So when you see me, I'm going to have mismatched socks. And this new neighbor who I moved next to, older lady, she's like, oh, here come a hippie in the neighborhood, because I had on these mismatched socks. So I pull a lot of stuff, just from new stuff. And then Grandma BB, she's in a police cruiser waving and doing dust prints. And, the Jamesons are just so fun to write, because I really honestly know their characters. Okay. If I told you that Park Jameson cheated on his wife, ain't nobody gonna believe that. Nope. They're just not going to.
Yeah.
Nope.
Because that's not his. These people know my characters. Yes. Sometimes better than me.
How many books are in the series so far?
Well, it's 14.
Okay.
14, and I'm out as soon as I can finish this Christmas book that I'm writing. I'm going to outline the 15 book. And so the next generation has Pace. It has Cammie, which, everybody knows she is off the chain. And Victoria, which is going to be such an emotional read if you know her circumstances before she became a Jameson. So, I write about imperfect characters that God redeems, and God walks with them until the end.
Mm.
And
Love that.
that's my mission as a Christian author, and I'm not quoting the number right, but there were like 300 prophets that would not bow down to the idol god Baal. There are Christians that are walking with God, have the same temptation, but don't yield to it.
Mm.
And so to keep my books to me, my books are realistic, but what's so realistic is God is a character in my books. If we listen, we will listen to God saying, don't you go there. Don't you do that. But we have our will. And so,
That is definitely true. That is
we
definitely
have our
true.
wills like, So yeah. So that's why I like Christian romance, is to draw people to Christ. And once I draw them to Christ, encourage them to stay with
Mhm. And Antoinette is saying Grandma BB is hilarious but serious too.
Yeah, she has a gun. She knows how to use it. Yeah, people know,
So she's a feisty
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And,
Grandma BB is a hot mess.
and her 2 bodyguards.
Oh, Chip and Dale.
Chippendale.
Chip and Dale. Yeah, people want their story, but everybody can't have a story.
Right.
So you already have 14 books
But
in the
they're
big.
not Jamesons yet, so they can't have a story.
No, they can't have a story. The next book that's coming out that I have to outline is, people were a little upset because I didn't tie the knot between Pace and what's the girl's name? I had to think about my characters. Pace and Harmony.
Yeah.
And I just felt that they were just too young. They were too young to get married. They just graduated
okay.
college. So I wrote it with happily ever after for now.
For now,
People mad. They want to know what happened. So the next book, they're going to know what happened, but it's really I really wanted the spinoff, which is the Rob Nets. But when I talked to a friend of mine, she said, Pat, you don't want to be bouncing. So I'm finishing up the Jamesons.
So I know the Shavonna, you happy about that? I can tell you're a fan of the series.
I
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm gonna check it out because I love like strong families and all that. So
Yeah.
Oh, they're very strong family. Yes.
Mhm.
They are.
So I'm gonna
And I
check
love
that out. Okay, so the next one is, what's the most overused romantic cliche that you secretly love?
Okay.
Now this could be not something that you wrote, but just that you like
So you're really talking about the tropes.
right? Tropes or for the most part.
Okay. I love Secret Babies.
I knew she was gonna say. I knew it.
Say that? And you know who I can blame for that? Look,
Rhonda.
no. Get her on the phone. Brenda Jackson.
Oh, Brenda Jackson.
Brenda Jackson can write some Secret Babies. But Rhonda, I know, I don't think it's the cowboy. But Rhonda did a twist on a Secret Baby. I ain't never seen that.
Right.
Yeah. Which one I talk about, I'm like, oh no, she didn't. No, she didn't. But I do like the Secret Babies because that's a second chance at love.
That's
If you think about it,
That's
it's
true.
a second chance at love. And I'm thinking about, and I tell you, one person that I love her romance books is Yanoma, and I never say her last name right. In Walk Noir or something. She's gonna kill me.
And I ain't gonna attempt it.
Yeah.
And
I'm her big sister, and I can't say my little sister's name, but I even today I think about this scene, and when she wrote it, I had to send her a text. This character was pregnant and lost the baby. The guy didn't know, so here we got a secret baby. But they got back together, and she's pregnant again. But the doctor says, congratulations, you're pregnant again. And he's like,
again.
and I can see the scene in my head. Listen to me very carefully. He's threatening her. Listen to me. Where's the baby? You know, it was just
Oh my goodness.
like, you know, it's, I mean, she's a good romance writer, you know, but I love The Secret. Now, let's see. I don't think any of my characters have secret babies.
Okay, so you got the
And if they did, it could still be a Christian book.
it
Because
can.
yeah, because I try to write relevant stories
Mm-hmm.
where people can identify themselves and still have hope that love is not passing me by. So
Right.
no, I haven't done any secret babies.
It's a way you can do it and still
So she's thinking about adding some.
right. And Katina
Huh?
had a question for you. She said, "Has a character you've written been challenging to redeem?" So you said you like to redeem your
I have characters that the readers don't like that I redeem. You know, we have rags to riches. Well, I have riches to rags because this dude, he was terrible. He was terrible. I'm
Look,
looking.
you know all her books.
Yeah, well, you know, I had my husband to put this up here for me because I got tired of running up and down the stairs finding books.
I remember that.
Yeah, right. But this character, he needed some secret babies because he had an affair with his cousin.
What?
Yeah, girl. I mean, like I said, I got relevant stuff. Somebody gonna be saved in my book. I'm just saying.
Okay.
They all don't have to be saved, but somebody's got to hold up the blood stain. I'm just saying. But what I try to do, and he's bad. He's really bad. I mean, just a dog. But God can redeem anybody.
That's something. That's some. I don't know.
I know, and people were so mad. But you know, one thing about it, God will forgive us if we repent, but we still got to suffer the consequences. And so he went from riches to rag, and he had the opportunity to really look at what he did, how he mistreated people, and how his life is different because of what he did. So I like the bad boys. I like Crown and Glory. My husband loved her name is Josetta, but I call her Jet. She was not a likable character, but there was a reason why. And she was my favorite character because I like to see people redeemed. I don't care what they do. To me, that encourages people that everybody's redeemable. Everybody.
Right. Especially with something like, if you can redeem.
Hey,
I would have
if anybody can redeem somebody, I can redeem my character. Now, but that doesn't mean they're not gonna go through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you kill somebody, you can repent, but you still got to serve the consequence.
Right.
But God can give you peace as you serve your consequences. You know what I mean? So yeah, everyone's redeemed. Well, everyone's redeemable except the devil. He had his chance. Okay, I'm just you had your chance, bro. You just messed up.
Katina is saying Secret Babies is one of hers too, especially when the kids are older and written well. And Mama Tony is saying no one can say Unoma's last name correctly.
And I know she's gonna get me, but yeah, I like babies. I like the princess stories. I love second chances.
I love second chances too.
Yeah, and
that and best friend. Lover.
Well,
what is it called? Lover.
No, a best friend.
Friends to lovers. Friends to lovers.
Yeah, friends to lover. But this is best friends. Brother. But I also like second chances, which I had a couple in The Keepsake, where the second chance, and I did not want to write that book. I don't want to write this. I do. What do I know about infidelity? I've been married to this man for 42 years, but God had me to write it because someone needed to be ministered. And as I was writing it, I did not realize that there's the victim and the perpetrator. And sometimes the heaviness falls on the victim. you know, and I didn't realize that because when he cheated on his wife, you know, and he repented. Um, and he said, well, God forgave me. And she told him, yes, God forgives you, but mine's is a process.
Right.
You know, mine's is and that's why I say that I write to be relevant.
Mhm.
And so they go through, you know, God, I'm the injured party. Why do I have to forgive him?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I do think as I was writing that book that there is more pressure on the victim spiritually. I'm not talking about society, but spiritually for us to forgive.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we're the injured party, even though we have suffered
Right.
the injustice, but to walk with God means, you know what, you did do this to me. It's a process, but I'm working toward forgiving you so that I can move on.
And that's
You
where
know,
you have to get your mind wrapped around that is mainly for you. So
it
you are
is,
not stuck in that mindset and that, that's
yeah, in that cycle. So
right.
I just try to have a lesson to be learned in all my books, but I love the romance. I mean, I love those strong black men and them feisty, sassy sisters. I mean, you know, oh,
Oh,
yes,
you have it. Okay. The keepsake.
I got it
Look,
somewhere.
she got it too. Look, part of the crossroads. So,
Yeah,
Okay. So
book
y'all
three.
give me some more stuff I need to
but
check
I
out.
got a new cover. Look at that.
Oh, she
Oh, that's
do.
beautiful.
Yeah,
I got that cover. And you know what?
but I like this one.
I did too. But you know, there comes a time
Yeah.
in every author's life when she got to change them to get them sales. So, and I did change two covers of my Christmas book. But you know, even though I didn't want to write this book because I didn't want to write about infidelity, they have used this for couples ministry.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because some things you can forgive. God does not require us to forget. And
Right.
see,
That's the key.
that's the key because people try to throw that in there. But you know, if you're gonna bring scriptures, you better bring them right.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
like my pastor said, you know, God can forgive your assailant, but a woman will never forget being sexually assaulted. She'll never forget that. There's some things we will never forget, but we can forgive so that we can move on.
Right. Right.
So I was really glad that I wrote this, and even my husband read it, which that was surprising, right then and there, you know. So,
But like you said, it can help other someone else in their journey. So I love that aspect of it too. The last question in this type of when you're in the mood for a good romance, what is your go-to movie?
you know, you know, right now I am watching the K dramas. I got it from my mother-in-law when she was alive. My husband, he watches some. And they have to be really good. I'm watching one with him, stayed up to 2. Won't be doing that tonight. Watching it is so good. And it's the fake dating, the fake marriage that's getting her in
Oh
trouble.
yeah.
You know, the lie, the lie. But I love this movie called Love Jack. It's old. It is so old, but it's so good to me. You
I'm
know,
writing it down. I haven't heard of that.
I'm writing it down too.
it's a black romance, and it is to me. Well, of course, it has to have humor, but you know how opposites attract, and he's there for her, and they're going to split up, and then as they're splitting up, they realize that I really care, and the father, he didn't even like the dude, and now he's disappointed. You know, I just it's one of those funny movies, but my sense of humor is probably different because I'll think something's funny, and you'll just like, Pat,
I'm gonna look it up though, and I'll
It's
let you
Love
know.
Jacked, right? Jacked.
I think so.
Oh, jacked. Okay.
Love Jack.
Yeah, I think I found it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how old it is, but it's just so cute. It has the happy ending. It has the drama. It has the misunderstanding.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. It has the misunderstanding. They don't even like each other like that. But then when he impersonates something, it's like it's when the truth starts to come out, it is just hilarious to me. So anyhow, you're gonna be watching the movie and you're gonna be like, what was Pat laughing at? But I just thought it was funny. I think it's one of those real cute Black romances.
And I'm always looking for, I love movies, so I'm gonna check it out. Were you able to do your 3 bookshelf picks? Did you see that on the email?
Yes, I did. And so I went to my Kindle. So what's on my bookshelf?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm currently reading, or what I would recommend.
What you would recommend? It could be something you recently read, or something from years ago.
Well, I read this maybe a couple months ago, and it's called "You're Not Too Busy." It's more of an inspirational thing. And okay, now I got to get my trifolds. These are not trifolds. It's by Pamela Nance Johnson,
Okay.
which many people know her. I
Mhm.
thought it was really a really good inspiration.
Okay.
And then I read Natasha D. Frazier. I went overseas this past summer, and most authors are a year behind reading. I mean, I got all these books in my Kindle, and it's like,
Right.
so this is Batch of Love. That was good. Let's see. There's just so much. Oh, and my book's in there too. So I would say You're Not Too Busy. And who else? I did, and you know what? And I did like The Wrong Seat by Natasha D. Frazier.
I think I read that one. The
I,
wrong.
I really, she was so on point. And I have Rhonda McKnight's books in here, but I can't remember which is the one that I really, really liked. And then another trope is the nanny.
Oh yeah. Oh, I think you're the first one to say something about a nanny.
Yeah.
On here. Yeah.
Rose Fresquez. She had the nanny, and it's an interracial. And she had it for 99 cents for a long time, and we've become social media friends. And that has to have over 1,000 reviews.
And who is the author again?
It's Rose Fresquez, Fresquez. And it's an interracial, but I just love the nanny. I just love that book. And she's written a lot. But it's one of those books that kind of stay with you.
Right.
You'll reread, the end, but it's worth just rereading.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to check that one out too. Because I read IR as well.
Okay. You will love her. Mm-hmm. You will love her.
Okay. So we're going to get into shopping for Christmas. For those who haven't read it yet, can you give a brief overview of what it's about?
Okay. This is dedicated to all the gig workers out there. The gig workers are your Uber Eats, your Uber, your Lyft, your Instacart, your DoorDash. So this is a shout out to all the gig workers. And so I thought, what if someone is delivering groceries and they have a cute meet? And find love while putting milk on your doorsteps.
Mm-hmm.
So this is basically what this is about. Is a gig worker. She's in grad school, so she's using gig work to pay for her classes.
Right.
And there's a mix up with the groceries. The homeowner should not have left the computer unattended by his niece and nephew. And let me just say, when the computer said you can add this to the cart, they were just adding stuff to the cart. So that's really how, well, they meet because they added so much to the cart that they're waiting for their chocolate ice cream or whatever, and that doesn't happen. But it's something about a man that wants that second chance to meet her.
Mhm.
He's ordering groceries forever. And to make it so ironic, he owns 2 gyms.
Right.
And he's ordering groceries because he is going to meet her. And so, it's just really a quick, fun read.
Mhm.
But my favorite part is really at the end because they're waiting. She puts a stipulation that we can't date until I'm finished with the semester.
Mhm.
So he can't wait, and secretly she can't either.
Right. But you know what I loved? I loved how patient he was. He wasn't trying to push her or anything like that. He understood that she, like she said, she didn't need any distractions. And basically he was saying, as long as we can still be, in touch,
Right.
then I can be patient.
But he respected her.
Mhm.
And isn't that what we want in a relationship?
Yes.
We want that respect. Although he was kind of cheating a little by ordering all them groceries.
Right.
And but I think what really did it for her is the day that God spoke to him to follow her.
Mm-hmm.
She was and she was going to say no, and God said let him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when she began to really see it was romance there. That's that tenderness and that love. And that's when it really began to me for her to say, okay,
She saw his character. She saw that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because he came off as a protector, and they hadn't really known each other that long, but he cared. Was caring and was.
Yeah. And I hate to use the damsel in distress because you know what, Black women is like. You know what? I can take care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really careful to use that trope, but in a sense, she was a damsel in distress, but just not helpless,
right.
In a sense. So so it's just a real quick read, but I didn't realize until I have to count. This is my 13th Christmas.
Congratulations. And I love that cover. I love the cover.
Yeah, I love it too.
Yeah.
And let me tell you why I love this cover is because covers are changing. And this is an indie project.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know, should I go scenic?
Mm-hmm.
Should I put a real person on here? And I said, I want something fun that is trendy and really will never go out of style. So, she's, as listed in the book, dressed up as a peppermint. She got a red and green.
And it's festive. I love that too. We were just talking about that yesterday about because we love Christmas stories, but sometimes it's like I need to feel the Christmas throughout the story, not just at the end. And right. I did feel that in your book.
Well, thank you.
So I appreciated that.
Okay, well, thank you. Well, I did change the cover of Couple by Christmas, and a lady got on Instagram and said that instead of doing recommendations, she was going to just look at covers. And the cover won her over.
Okay.
And
because I got the old cover, so I don't want to show you the old cover.
That old cover is pretty.
The old cover, Couple by Christmas?
Yes.
It was pretty then.
It's still nice.
It was pretty.
Cheryl knows I buy my books off covers too, and Pat has good covers. That's why I got a lot of Pat's books.
Well, and I appreciate that. Well, I got prayers answered by Christmas, but okay, here's Couple by Christmas. I liked the cover years ago. I like that.
Oh yeah, that's pretty too.
See, but the Christmas ornament with the couple in it.
I know, but the new one, baby,
mm-hmm.
it's like I mean, you could just, the romance is on the page.
Let me go look.
Yes, go look. Go look. Because when I saw them, you know how you
Man,
can
I
just,
got the old books.
yeah, well, I have to keep recycling those stories. I don't have any babies to feed, but I like to eat. So I
Oh,
have to keep
no.
recycling those covers.
I don't know. This one wouldn't have got me.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Shavana.
Wait, let me see, Shabana.
Yeah.
I like the snow. I like the snow, and I like
Come on, there's two people on the
and I
cover.
like their foreheads
Mm-mm.
together. So I like it. I like it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I like the other one better.
Okay.
I'm glad I have the other one.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we could.
This one actually looks more modern. The one
It is, because I think this one is from 2014, 2018. So it's really old, and 2016. So Shavana, you've been reading me almost 10 years.
Ever since first CBLR, if not before then.
Yeah, I think before.
Yeah,
I
love all your Christian your Christian Christmas, Christian Easter.
Yeah. But I just thought the cover was romantic. So.
I think it's romantic. I like the cover.
Hey, and it's for the newer people.
Both of them are beautiful, beautiful covers. But I wanted to ask you too. Okay, so one of the scenes that stood out to me and just pulled at my heartstrings was the delivery to the grandfather and the child, and the grandfather almost didn't want to accept his blessing because of embarrassment or pride or whatever it was. But I love how Brandon.
But what did the grandbaby say? I'm hungry.
Yes, that just like, oh my gosh.
I'm hungry, Grandpa.
And that's when you have to put your whatever pride or whatever aside. Yeah.
Feed that baby.
Mm-hmm.
Feed that baby.
Yeah, I love that. And like somebody in the audience said, I loved him praying over her and them praying. I love. They gave me all the, all the feels that I need, the warmth, the heartfelt warmth I was getting all throughout. What about you, Shavana? What were something that stood out to you in the book?
I love the reprimands by God. I didn't do it for you to take.
Oh, right.
I didn't do it for you to take the I highlighted that one. What did he say? I didn't do it for you to take the what is it called?
With the credit?
Yeah, for you to take the credit. Yeah. I like that. And the grandfather part of the kid. I love kids and books because I just feel like the authors just write them so well, because kids say everything. Because the kids at the dinner, I was like, oh my goodness, is that his niece and nephew? But
right.
They were just pressing up stuff and whispering. So I love that too.
Yeah, kids are fun. I like kids. Yeah, they're fun.
But everybody can't write kids, because I've read a few where the kids fall kind of flat. They're written kind of flat. So I do appreciate when the kids have, when you get all of the personality and all of that, and they're not just an ornament, somebody just sitting.
What I tried
What you say, Shabana?
What?
I'm glad I ain't read none of those, because I love the kids.
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, I've read.
But I try to make sure all my secondary characters are multi-dimensional, not just a talking head. I want people, and that's how I've gotten so many series. It's because people fall in love with the secondary characters, and like I'm working on this one now called Operation Christmas Club. It's not a short story. It's really not a novella. And I'm writing it so each one will have their own spinoff. So my secondary characters have to be strong, not overshadowing, but to make you want to care about them.
Yeah.
What message do you think the story portrays? What do you want readers to take away from the story?
Well, don't laugh, y'all.
I'm already laughing for you even saying it, because you said, well.
I want readers to take away for shopping for Christmas. Now, I told you this is about a gig worker.
Mm-hmm.
So I want readers to take away to tip those gig workers.
Mm-hmm.
Tip them people. Don't be cheap. Tip them people. So that's.
And I love that Brandon reached out to his neighbors and told them basically the same thing.
Yeah, and see, I have my neighbors, we on a court, and we're real close. We celebrate birthdays together. We go to movies together. I just have really close neighbors, and I have a 2-story house. My husband's like, "Don't you want to downsize?" I'm like, "I'll move in a minute if I could take my neighbors."
Yeah, if you have some good neighbors, that's
I mean, I have good neighbors, and so to me, to write that wasn't unusual. I mean, that's something that like when I was a caregiver and my mother-in-law was living here and she's gone, and my brother-in-law who has mental disability, and he got COVID. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And he was also a diabetic, so his sugar was going up. So I'm in the doctor, and then they had to give him steroids for another condition. And and then he got sick and he had to eat. And then I got COVID. What do? Got on that. Okay, neighbors, Rusty has COVID. I now had COVID. I can no longer cook for him. I sent it to my neighbors. My neighbor across the street. Okay, I got the weekends. My other neighbor. Okay, I'm going to the store.
I love that.
I have good neighbors. So for him to do that, it wasn't far-fetched, because, whatever we need.
Right.
And our neighbors are there.
Now, you don't see that a lot anymore. I saw it a lot when I was growing up, but you don't really see it anymore. So if you have that is definitely a blessing.
It is.
Because you hear all of the horror stories about neighbors now. But what message the spirit of giving is what I wrote down for the message.
Well, yeah, that's
just what the joy that you get from helping others, and so I love that aspect of it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So one thing that I want to say, and not to put her business out here, but the way that Pat started the book with her becoming the food shopper was the same way that I became an Instacart person, because I heard Pat telling somebody else and she told me about it. So it's like it's a quick way to make some money.
Yeah.
So I had started doing Instacart because of Pat, and I thank her for that.
Well, how did I start? Well, you know what? My hairdresser couldn't do my hair, so I went to another lady, and it seemed like every time I went, she had a scheme, like, let me tell you how you can make some money. And I'm like, and I'm thinking, whatever it is, no. I kept seeing the advertisement about get your groceries delivered. And so I'm thinking, well, they're going to have someone just sitting at the store, just waiting. But, like Antoinette has said, the first delivery was creepy, but that really happened. So a lot of the stuff that I put in my books are like experiences. I mean, I went to Australia for a book event this summer, and my husband and we did Instacart, to pay for it. Editing is not cheap.
Right.
I go do Instacart to pay for it. And so I don't know too many people that have not done a gig. My niece has done Uber. There's DoorDash. I mean, it is a quick way, and people are generous with tips.
Yeah.
They are. I mean, for you to give me a $40 tip, for real? And I'll never forget this. And this was years ago. I had did a grocery shopping, and God doesn't want us to complain, and I was complaining. I had to deliver these bags up the step to this what do you call long-term residence, like a residence inn or something. And I'm dragging these groceries up the steps, and this real big old guy, opened the door, And I'm like, Instacart. And he's looking at me. And instead of saying, let me take your groceries, he's like, okay, mom. I'm like, I mean, I'm really complaining. So I go downstairs and I went back down the stairs and got the other bags. And I'm like, okay, here's your groceries. And the young guy, I don't know how old he was. He said, hold on, let me get my mom. And she says, thank you. And she put money in my hand. And a lot of times people will do, they'll tip you on the app or they'll give you cash. And it was folded up and I'm thinking, okay, this is $5. Mm-hmm. I got back to my car and I opened it up. It was a $20 bill.
Okay.
I got out of my car. Now I'm already complaining about going up them steps.
Right.
Out of my car, walked up those stairs and told that lady, thank you.
I love it.
And then I went back down and got in my car and I repented. I said, Lord, thank you. But she didn't have to give me that. And I wanted to make the extra effort to thank her and then to repent. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I can earn the extra money, to pay for editing, to go on trips or whatever, and as well as to bless people.
Yeah, it comes in handy. That, like you said, DoorDash, all of it, Uber, Amazon, all of that.
Yeah.
What title are you talking about, Antoinette? Because for some reason my thing wasn't scrolling at first. I missed some of these comments. So let us know in the comments what title you were asking about. Yes, Katina, they did love their uncle, and he loved them. Yeah, that was a favorite of mine too when he drove her around.
Yeah,
deliveries with her.
Yeah, but also I like it when he went to the library. Remember?
Yeah. And took her the food, stayed there with her.
Just food. I mean, isn't that, to me, that's so romantic?
Yeah.
It's the little things, yeah.
Yeah, it really is the little things that, and then she's trying to stay awake and study. And then he begins to read aloud, and then he begins to fall asleep. And his snoring wakes her up. Right. So, just a little humor in my books. But, it's just the little things like that that make a woman fall in love.
Right.
And so that's what I like, that, okay, I know we can't go on a date. I can't take you out to dinner. We're not going on a movie. I respect that you got a lot of heavy duty reading, but let me bring you some food and I'll just sit with you. I mean, oh man, that means so much.
Right. I love it.
Mama
Tony says she is not a cover person.
Well, Mama Tony, if you're not a cover person, then don't look at the new and the old. Come over Christmas then, because it won't matter. That was a cute book to write, Couple for Christmas, because the only thing he wanted was his mom and dad together and, just sleeping in the car and stuff like that. So, that's a second chance at love.
Very true, Katina. Love is patient. And he definitely was, patient. And like I said, he didn't push, but he still made sure he maneuvered things to be able to still see her.
Yeah.
So I don't know how patient he really was, but
he was impatient. But the scene where she was retiring as a personal shopper, and so he's gonna Instacart with her. Well, I don't call it Instacart. I call it home delivery.
Right.
With her, because don't want to get sued or anything in print. But he's like ready to drive that cart, And I just thought it was cute when the elderly couple said, "Oh, honey, look at them." I don't know.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and she says something about them being married, and she says, "What does he say? No, I'm her bodyguard," or something like that. Something.
She's his personal shopper and he's her bodyguard.
Bodyguard, right. And I just, if I'm going to cry, if I'm going to smile, I like to do it when I am writing those books. Make me smile as I'm writing. The movie
wants to know about the movie title that you told us about.
Love Jack.
Love Jack.
Mm-hmm. I forgot who's in it, and it's old, but it's, you know, if you understand my sense of humor, you have to understand my sense of humor, then you will enjoy it.
And on Instagram, I see we missing some folks too.
Yeah.
Hi, Loretta. Thank you for joining us. She's saying, wow, for the 13 Christmas books, Pat.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And I'm working on the 14th now. Oh. But I appreciate everyone that has read me and encouraged me in book clubs. Man, those book clubs have just supported me over the year and basically bribed me that I better not quit writing, because the book clubs, they have just been so good to me.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, but see,
you get the book clubs. That's the thing.
The book clubs help Black authors.
Mm-hmm.
The book clubs have made us. And Katina, that inspired you. Pray more for your husband and cover him. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I love that too.
Yeah. I mean, and so see, to me, that's where Christ gets the glory, because sometimes we never think about praying for somebody, or, we just don't think, not that we're not Christian or anything like that, but we just don't, we go through every day. We just don't think. And for him he was concerned. He was concerned about her. He didn't know what she had experienced, but she's a woman delivering at night. Which I don't.
And he had a good reason to be concerned, because they had some dodgy situations. She did by herself, and then when he followed her, that situation didn't look all that cool either. We had somebody else, the Heat Seekers magazine. She's saying hello. I can't tell if it's in my thing stopped scrolling, but
that was it.
I just wanted to acknowledge everybody on Instagram. So thank you for joining us. But we are at time. This time has flown by.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
It was such a pleasure having you on, and I'm going to have you back.
Yes, I accept invitation.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you, and Shavonna, it's been so good seeing you again. And Cheryl, I don't know when the last time.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, but ladies, thank you for inviting me, and more importantly, thank you for reading me, and letting me pull out all my titles. So now I got to roll my chair back, put them all back so I can find them for next time. But thank you so much, and if you guys don't mind, if I can get a screenshot, I can.
Sure.
Let me sit up.
Yeah, sit up, Shavonna. And that way I can put it in my newsletter. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah. We're ready.
Okay, how do we look?
Yeah, we look
good.
Yes, and I love your newsletter, so yes.
Oh, right. So see, I'll put it in.
Can't wait to see me in the newsletter.
Okay, so I need to sign up for the newsletter. I'm writing all this down.
Okay, you know what? And you'll get a free ebook. You'll Guilty of Love for free.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that will start the Jameson rabbit hole for you.
Yeah, I'll do that today.
Yeah, you're gonna love my Jameson men. They are sexy hot.
Okay.
Sexy.
I can't wait to get into it.
Okay.
I'll let you know when I start reading it.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna tell you about the second book, but okay. Okay, ladies, thank you so much. I love you guys, and you all have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you. You too.
Okay.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so we're going to get into our second segment where we go into our weekly highlight. And I forgot to turn on the scroll at the bottom, but we were talking about the title a lot anyway, so people probably know what it was. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
It don't matter.
I'll go first because I usually let you all go first. I'll go first.
Okay.
Where's my notes? Okay, let's see. Okay, mine tonight is one that I read several years ago, back in 2017. And this was, I believe, this was my first book by her. And I really enjoyed it. I think it made my top for that year as well. And the book is Ante Up by Christina C. Jones.
What? Not a 600-page book?
It's up there. Though. I think it's like 300. It's like 335 pages.
Yeah, I read it here.
You read it? Yep. It looked like it was published January 2017, and then I read it in April of that same year. The genre is African American women's fiction and African American romance. Again, it's 335 pages. As of the airing of this broadcast, it is on Kindle Unlimited. And this is book 1. And I actually just downloaded book 2 and 3 because I didn't even know she had finished a series of books. So I'm going to read 2 and 3 over the holiday. This book 2 is called King of Hearts, which is a short story, and Deuces Wild was the third book. And I'll read the synopsis for those who haven't read this. Okay. I know exactly why it turns you on, because you're messed up too. Asha's, I guess is how you pronounce her name. Asha's life is no fairy tale by any stretch of the imagination. There was no kind, generous father to care for and protect her from the Vegas that exists beyond the glitz and the glamour of the strip. No wise, doting mother to look over and guide her, passing down essential lessons and leading her to the right path. And certainly no Prince Charming just around the corner, ready to rescue her from working late nights to cover steadily mounting bills. But she's alive, overwhelmed with responsibilities she never asked for, carrying secrets and scars that haunt her, and singularly focused on an uncertain path to escape, but alive. You're not born to sharks without becoming one yourself. In Vegas, king is exactly what his name implies, born into money and influence, but respected and feared in his own right. The privileges of wealth have afforded him many things: freedom, power, massive eligibility, while simultaneously leaving him exposed to others' betrayal, exploitation, and manipulation. But he learned. The toils of duplicity, wrath, and vengeance have taught him to be more mindful, more shrewd, to keep himself clear of the vulnerability of certain situations, certain business deals, certain places, and certain women. Um, Let me see. Okay, women like Asha. Like attracts like. Her poker face has kept her alive all this time, and he keeps his cards close to his chest. Neither is interested in gambling their hearts, but when they can't stay away from each other, there's only one choice: ante up. And I don't remember like the little things in the book because it's been so long since I read it, but I remember really loving this book. And I remember, like I said, that it made my top 5 that year. I remember that both characters had traumatic pasts. For him, lots of betrayal. For her, some family traumatic things that were happening. They were both imperfect, but they were perfect for each other. Um, and then I wrote down that I think it was a unique. I love the gambling romance aspect of it. Let me see. King had Asha's book, back, although she was a strong woman in her own right. But he gave her the ability to be able to like lighten the load that she carried. And I don't think she was used to anybody doing that for her. So once they got together, he was that for her. She is a professional poker player. I think she was an amateur though, but professional poker player. And they were both complex characters, very nuanced story. I remember that. And I haven't read her entire catalog, but I've read other books, and it seemed like this one was grittier than some of the others that I've read by her, but it was so, so good. And I can't wait to dive into book 2. Jennifer is saying she listened to the books 1 and 3 in audiobook. It was so good. I need to read book 2. Okay. Maybe I'll check out book 3 to see what the audio is sounding like. Because I didn't even realize that it was 2 more books out that she had put out on it.
There's Erica. I knew she was out there for me.
What's that? Oh, she said that's lightweight work for me. All my books are not over 300 pages. Let me see. Book 3 also had a spin-off series, The Roses and Thorns. Okay, let me write that down. The Roses and Thorns series. Okay, so I'm gonna have to check that out too. I think I'm gonna reach out to her to see if she can come on the show. So I've never had her on. Yeah, Katina, you have to try this one. It was really, really, really good.
Yeah, I just pulled it up. I thought I had read it, but I shelved it. So
yeah, so you have to, that's
so I'll probably go get
really, really good.
Let me go see if it's on audio on sale since the day is the last day for the sale.
Oh, that's right. Erica did tell us that yesterday, and I still didn't go. I need to go out to her. What is that on Audible y'all talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have Audible anymore, so I don't. Let me see.
You can still buy books.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. Did I read Hostile Takeover? That sounds familiar, but I'm gonna write it down.
That sounds familiar to me too. Let me see. Hostile Takeover.
Cause that sounds familiar. Let me see.
Nope, I haven't read that one. That's not in my.
I wrote that down, Jennifer. But I like her writings. Oh, you know what else? You know what I started writing? I think I started reading her and Love Belvin's sports romance. I think that's how she came on my radar years ago. What is it called? Kings. Oh, thanks, Erica. Yeah, it's open to anybody. Okay. So I'll check it out. But yeah, I don't know if you all read her sports romance. Let's see. I can't remember what the name of it is. But that's how she came on my radar, and then I remember reading this. But very, very good. I think you all would like it. Okay, Shimon, pull yours up.
I got my book.
Oh, you got the I never got the book. I need to get the book.
Oh yes.
I never got it. And I love this Christmas story. Yes. Thank you, Erica and Jennifer, the Connecticut Kings. I knew it had Kings in the in the title, but I couldn't remember what it was. Okay, you got the floor, Shabbat.
All right. So my choice was A Novel Christmas, and it's very fitting because we're in December and we're actually doing a Christmas challenge. But Cheryl and I read this last year in October because Charity was actually on the show.
Right.
This book was so good to me. I'm going to read my review first. So, A Novel Christmas was giving me all the Christmas and Hallmark vibes that I love. I instantly Googled Santa Claus, Indiana, and I want to go. I want to eat everything that was in the book and visit all the stores. I thoroughly enjoyed this book and definitely will be reading more about this author. Well, last year, December, I went to Santa Claus, Indiana, and I went to every store that was on there that was actual stores that wasn't fictional.
Right.
And it was just, I was a little disappointed.
Because the book actually was more festive than
the book was very more festive than the actual town. But to actually go to a town that was in a book, that was just everything for me. And I took pictures of all the stores and in front of the sign and everything. But I actually listened to A Novel Christmas and I read it because I got some little tabs. So I was listening and reading. And the audio book is actually on sale, I think, for $2.41 right now. So for everybody out in the audience, if you want to listen to it, which was very good, it's on sale on Audible. Yeah. So I did see that. It might even be $1.41, but it was very cheap. So Definitely
And I
go.
think I told you that she said that she has a new. I don't know if it's out yet. I need to.
Yeah.
I know she said she had a new one coming out this year.
Yeah. And then I actually met her at what's the name of it? The one in South Carolina with Aisha Breedem. So
Oh,
I
it's
met
okay.
her. Yeah, I met her and she was like, "Oh, you're the one that actually went there." And I was like, "Yep." So we took a picture together. So
Oh, I love
yeah.
it.
So and I think I got another book by her. I don't know which one I grabbed, but just so I could have her autograph because I didn't even think to take this one with me to get her autograph. But yeah, so I definitely highly recommend A Novel Christmas.
And I do too.
Synopsis. I don't know if I'm saying her name right.
Charity Shanae.
No, not the author. The
Oh,
Sierra Wright is a prominent, and I love that too, that she was a writer and and she went to visit the book club in her book, and I love that. So is a prominent Black romance author who has been signed to the most prestigious publisher of African American works, Brownstone Literature. Her career has been successful for the past 5 years. However, she's in a slump, and so are her sales and reviews. The romance she has been known for seems to be zapped out of her stories and her love life. Eager to get Ciara back on top of the charts, her publisher has given her an ultimatum: write a chart topping holiday romance or be dropped from the publishing house. There's only one problem: Ciara strongly opposes penning holiday books. To her, they are cliche and off brand, but with her career on the line, she's forced to give it a shot. To capture the spirit of the holidays, she books a vacation in the most Christmassy town she can find. Sharing the other side of her rented duplex is the owner, Dorian Black, a volunteer firefighter and the town's Little League football coach. He's also Mr. December in the
okay.
firefighter's annual fundraising calendar. In every woman's dream. Years ago, Dorian was happily married to the love of his life until cancer took her away from him. Still coping with the loss, a romantic relationship is the furthest thing from his mind. However, when he encounters his new tenant for the holiday, sparks fly and a fire is ignited that not even he can extinguish. As the two navigate through various encounters, holiday festivities, and a snowstorm, will the magic of Christmas help them rediscover a long-awaited connection? This was so good.
Very, very good.
Very
And I
good.
was so happy that when I saw that she got the USA Today for this, because for you don't see that a lot with Christmas stories. So that was a testament in itself too.
Yes.
But Jennifer, yeah, I couldn't remember. I know I saw that she had a new book coming out, and I can't wait to read it
Right.
because I love the Christmas books where you get immersed in the Christmas experience, and it doesn't happen in all of them. So I was
Right.
very, very appreciative
That
of
one had
her.
everything: the hot chocolate, the
Yeah, yeah,
snow, the
everything
Christmas
just gave you
decorations, the
all the
Christmas
vibe.
breakfast,
Yeah.
all the Christmas feels. Even in October
Mhm.
when we read it.
Right.
Yeah, I was ready for
And I
Christmas.
love the cover too.
Yeah,
You
I
get
do
that
too.
just from the cover too.
Yeah,
So
very
yeah,
nice. Yeah,
love it, love it, love it. I'm gonna have to have her back on the show.
yes.
Oh, I was supposed to have her back. Remember, we were supposed to talk to her about. She came to one of the chats. We had her on for a chat. I can't remember what book we talked about,
Oh,
but and I had told her I was gonna have her on the show for some book. Can't remember now.
I got you.
So I'm due to have her back on.
Yes.
But yes, both books I highly recommend to you all. You won't be disappointed in either one.
Right. You
Very,
got-
very, very, very good. And like I said, I'm looking forward to diving back into the Annie Up world with book 2 and 3. So I can't wait for that as well. And also be sure if you haven't, look like all of you all have read Pat Simmons books though, um, more so than me. So, um, but for anybody who maybe listens later or whatever, if you haven't read it, please check out her Shopping for Christmas, and then check out her what's the series, Shavana, that she was talking
The
about?
Jamesons.
The Jamesons.
Mm-hmm. She has a lot of very good books. She has a lot of, like she said, she has a lot of Christmas books, and a lot of them are novellas and short. So you might want to add some of those to your
Okay.
thing too. I'm sure some of them are over 100 pages.
Okay.
But yeah, she has a lot of. I love the Christian for Christmas. He's that's his name is Christian. But and she wrote some of his in all like the holidays, like a Easter one, Thanksgiving, Christmas,
Okay.
all of those. So
So I'll look
I
those
look
up.
forward to her Christmas books.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Jennifer is saying read Truth of the Matter about Charity Shanae, Jennifer.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's because that doesn't sound like one of Pat's books.
Okay. So I done got a page full of stuff I have to check out. And I'm gonna check out that movie she was talking about too.
Yeah, I
And
looked
that book, it was one of the books too that she had said that I said I was gonna check out. What was that one?
The Wrong Seat by Rose Friends. Yeah, I wrote it down. FRNG.
I read The Wrong Seat already by Natasha Frazier.
Oh yeah. The
Um,
other one was by Rose somebody, but I didn't
yeah.
write the name of the book.
Oh, The Nanny.
The Nanny. Yep, that's what it was.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to check that out too. All
Yeah.
right, ladies. Thank everybody for coming out and supporting the show and being engaged. I appreciate it. And next week we're going to be on with that's going to be the last regular show is next week. But then we're going to be back on the 29th for Books and Mimosas, the top 5 for 2025. So please be sure to check us out on the 29th for Books and Mimosas. And you can also let us know in the comments for that what your top 5 picks are for the year. But on the 15th, me and Katina will be speaking with Marley Ray about her book Macy and another book. We're going to be discussing 2 books.
Thank you, Erica. Let me write that down. That's the correct FRESQUEZ. Thank you.
Yeah, I had never heard of her. And I'm going to check it out. Yeah, I love getting the authors' bookshelf picks.
Right.
And see what they're reading or read and stood out to them.
And Loretta said over on Instagram, awesome book meeting and chat.
Thank you, Loretta. Thank you. Thank you for joining us this evening too. I appreciate it. Yeah, Erica, I love her too. And I came to her late when I had her on the show last time. I was like, you're just not reading her. And I think her and Bailey West, because Bailey West is the one who mentioned her, and that made me go check her out.
And which one are y'all reading for? Because I haven't read her. Are y'all reading the one that her and Bailey did together?
Yeah, we're reading Macy. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the other one is called that one is like a novella. The second one that we're doing. I'll text you. I can't remember what the other one is called. Katina, you remember what the second book is? That we're gonna be discussing with Marley Ray next week. Besides Macy. Or you said Rose has a free one? Oh, so you know about her already. I had never heard of her before. I'll definitely check her out. But yeah, so Macy is part of the world with Bailey West. When Bailey West was on here, we talked about Nuri. So now we're talking about Macy and a separate book that's about Juneteenth.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, okay, it's called Something to the Sky. Oh, Route to the Sky, I think. I think it's called Route to the Sky.
It's called A Sudden Romance.
What's called the free one?
Y'all just love growing our
I know.
list around here. Oh yeah, that's book 2, and a Sweet Opposites Attract, Small Town Romance.
Oh, and I love Small Town Romance. Okay. I'm so behind. It's like a series that I got to finish up from some of the authors that were on the show that like if we read book 1 and I still have other books in the series to finish. I got to still finish up Aries Sky's books. Roots. Yeah, it's Roots to the Sky. Yeah. Okay. And that's the Juneteenth one.
Okay.
So yeah, sure, should be a good show next week as well. So I hope you all can tune in and join us next week as well. And then again, don't forget December 29th, we'll be doing our year-end Books and Mimosa, and that should be a good time as well. So I hope you all can join in for that. Jennifer said her
Right.
TBR, yours and mine too.
And mine too.
That's why I was saying, Jennifer, we got to do another readathon where we get some books off our TBR.
It ain't gonna work. We ain't gonna never get them TBRs. Our authors keep dropping books.
Right. And it's a lot that I'm looking forward to. A lot of them are dropping. Some of my favorites are dropping Christmas books or books around Christmas in December. So I got me a long list. Plus, I have arcs that I need to read for January because 2 of them are going to be on the show. So I have to.
Okay. I got 2 arcs for January too.
Yes, I have to read those because L. Writer's going to be on back on in
That's
January.
when I got to read. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Did I don't know if I reached out to y'all about you. Let me see. I think y'all are ready for L's. Nope, I don't have anybody for her yet. Because she had to reschedule a different date. But y'all let me know if y'all want to do L's X Dilemma. She's
What's
gonna be
the
on March 23rd.
Oh, that's hubby's birthday. No, ma'am.
And then on the 12th, we have Farrah Rashan. Katina's going to be the co-host. Sydney Aday. Katina's going to be co-host for that. She's reading the Patreon series now. And then Myra Cook is going to be on January 26th, and Shavana is the co-host for that.
I thought so, yeah. I thought that one right, yeah.
Yeah. And then Jennifer, I'll reach out to you with the dates for February. I know LaShawn Basher is supposed to be on February 2nd. All righty, everyone. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading it. So we all got arcs on L's book.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to reading it, and then I'm also reading the new one that's coming out by Vanessa Riley, the pirate. The pirate one. So I'm excited to read that. I love pirate stories. Okay. And this one is based on a real black pirate, so I'm excited about that one.
Look, I went to edit to my. It's already on there. I'm good already. Myra Cook.
Okay.
I'm doing good.
You said what is Myra's book? Is Myra, you still in the audience? Let me see. Myra's book is Finding Love After 70.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that should be fun having her actually not in the audience and up on as a guest. So that should be good. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming out again, and enjoy the rest of your evening, and hope to see you next week. Good night.
Good night, everyone.